Yo guys, Thor right here, and you're probably wondering why I'm called Thor Rate. I changed my name to Thor Rate because Thor Minx was already taken. I don't know why Thor Minx was taken, because you are not as kinky as me, and if you are watching this video, I swear to God I am mad at you. But I do not give a shit, because this is another league play with Minx, and if you want to come at me and play, then add me on MinxGB dash. I'll be sure to play with you. This commentary is going to be about a very broad subject, and I say broad because it can be told in many different ways. It's about holidays, my top 5 best, my top 5 worst, and I'm going to pick 5 friends and say where I've gone on holiday with them due to how much impact they've had on my life. So let's get into it. Coming at number 5 is my trip to Tunisia, Tunis last year. It was absolutely woeful, and I don't know why I just said that, because it's the top 5 best. Sorry, erase that from your system. My top 5 best holidays, here we go. Coming at number 5 has to be my trip to Tunisia, Tunis in 2004 when I was about 8. It was a very chill holiday, and I think it was my best because, well, my 5th best, because it was the first time I went abroad to another country, and the country wasn't as bad as it is now. There was a bit of like racial abuse and segregation from like the people living there, but it isn't as bad as it is now. But it still becomes my number 5 in my top 5. So coming in number 4 is my trip to Ireland. Now, if you're Irish, you always have to go to Ireland, no matter what, every single bloody year, and it does get boring. But I have such a family in which they make any bloody situation funny, and I had a near-death experience when I went to Ireland, and this was about when I was 6 or 7, so the year before I went to Tunisia. I was with my brother on the 3rd floor landing of the house that we were staying in with my nan, my uncles, my cousins, and my brother decided that he would sit on the window ledge with the window open. Now, you can probably see where this is going. I'll just let you have a few seconds to try and guess. If you didn't guess that he fell out of the window, then I don't know what you were thinking of, with the window open and he sat on the window ledge. Luckily I grabbed his hand before he fell and I pulled him in. That was probably the scariest time I've ever had as a brother, seeing your sibling like nearly dying in front of you. And I held on for him I would not let go at all. No matter how much we fight, your brother is the most amazing person you will ever speak to. He has stuff in common. You can talk about stuff like you have the same clothes, he plays the same console as me, so we can still talk and chat about stuff. My 3rd has to be the time when we went to Spain, Villa Martin, with my nan and granddad. It's always a good laugh. It's always a good laugh going to Villa Martin. If you don't know where Villa Martin is, it's in Alicante in Spain, southern Spain. It's really hot. When we were there, it was like 80 degrees Fahrenheit, which was extremely hot, and that was like 2 years ago. The reason why it was good is because my granddad, like I think he had a heart attack like a year before, and he was nearly dying. So we decided to treat him, and I think that's why it was my top 5 best, because I knew that he was still there with me, and that I could still talk to him. Because when he dies, I think I'd just be distraught, because he's like a father figure to me. And right, so that's why it was my 2nd best, or 3rd best. I've lost count already, for God's sake. I'll just move on to number 1. number one best holiday so far has to be Barcelona. I got back from Barcelona 2 weeks ago, and the reason why it was good is because it was with my school, and the teachers were all like sound about it. They didn't really care what we done. It was good because I got absolutely wrecked every night, and I was the funniest person out there. The one bad thing is the girl that I liked, she got with someone else, but I don't really care. Like, it happened, I have to get over it, and fair enough to him for pulling her, because she's up for it, she's up for anything. And this is why I should have Thor Minx as my game attack, because I am kinky. Sorry about that. Now moving on to my top 5 worst holidays. I'm just going to quickly go through. Right, number 5 has to be when we went to bloody South Africa. It was the worst, man. It was absolutely horrible. It was fine until like the last week. I got infected with some sort of virus, and I was bedridden for like the last week. Number 4, when we went to Tunisia last year. We went to 2 places last year, Tunisia and Portugal, or wherever I said it was. I've lost count already, and sorry for that. Yeah, but Tunisia last year was absolutely horrible. The people, like, you know, the rebels and that, like the protests, it was getting out of hand. The government had no control over it whatsoever, so we absolutely just got mullered back into the hotel, and it was pretty much like, you stay here or you die, pretty much, because there was people all around our hotel. Just, we had about 16 people got shot for trying to get into the hotel, and we had armed personnel everywhere we went. That was kind of scary because we didn't know what was going to happen. 3, my third best holiday has to be my third worst holiday. Oh my god, I'm bad. Yeah, my third worst holiday. Probably when we went to Scotland to watch Rangers Celtic. It was like the last game of the season, and Celtic lost. Why? That is the one game you cannot lose in Scotland, Celtic Rangers. Otherwise you get hate for the rest of your life. I'm joking, you don't, but still, it really pissed me off. And the thing that annoyed me with it is we were staying in a hotel with some Rangers fans, and they were just going on and on. Shut the fuck up, you pieces of shit. If any Rangers fans are watching, sorry, that was not to you, that was to the people in our hotel. And if you're in my hotel, then this is aimed at you, you piece of shit. You knocked on my door at like 5 o'clock in the morning and shouted, Rangers, Rangers, we are the champions. Who does? And there's the dirty 3-piece that I was talking about last episode, right there. With that MSMC, yeah, get it out there. And get shat on, mate. You said to me and my dad, we are the champions. Like, you don't do that to Celtic fans. Luckily they got beaten up the next day, but we didn't care. My second worst holiday. Oh, this is a tough one. It's between Brazil and Mexico. Mexico was probably the last one, well, the worst one, but Brazil was absolutely mental. We got a hotel, and we got put in favelas. Who the fuck gets put in favelas? And this game is coming to an end, so I'm quickly going to say my first worst holiday ever has to be when I went to Mexico, because My dad got shot by a cartelman and I got stabbed as well. So that is my worst holiday ever. Hope you enjoyed the commentary, guys. Like, comment and subscribe. Have a nice day. Peace.